child rights activist and member of the Ghana National Education Campaign Coalition, Appiah, is calling for government to go back to the drawing board on the free senior high school. He was speaking to Kojo Yankson on the free senior high school social intervention.
When you look at the manifesto of the MPP, clearly they define what exactly they want to do with the free SHS system. To the extent that they promise that they are going to redefine basic education to include secondary education. And we know that by the constitutional provision, once we say that something is basic, then it's free and compulsory, and it should be accessible to all. That is the definition that we have. So it means that we have opened the floodgate for everybody to have the same level playing field to access education, which in itself not wrong at all. But again, you live in a society where we are not all equal, and there are some people with capacity who can provide. So if we really introducing a program that relies on social intervention, then clearly we have to define the target and see those who really need of those services so that we target them. And then those who can provide the services, we make it so friendly for them to also provide it. So on that basis, I would tend to agree with his position. But again, this is where most of the things that we do in this country ride on political manifestos. So I don't know how that is going to fit into the whole agenda of doing that. So I would say that the whole free SHS scheme must be looked at again, because the issues that we are seeing today are going to multiply in the future. So we need to have a system that we can all live on and say that, yes, this is what exactly we want. Because first of all, what the manifesto is saying is different from the announcement that was made by the Minister of Education, that the scheme that they are bringing is scholarship. And once you say scholarship, then you deviate from what has been provided for in the manifesto. And here is a case that the Minister of Finance is also proposing this scheme, which I tend to believe with him, because that has been our position for some time now, that you cannot roll out a social intervention program on a whole scale. You need to define it and target the real people that need those services. So I think that they have to go back to the drawing board, look at how to restructure the whole free SHS system, so that we need to be consistent with the flow of the policy arrangement, right from what they have promised in the manifesto, what is on the ground, and what needs to be done. So once we are able to do all this evaluation, then we can come to a certain conclusion that this is the way we want to go. That is why I believe that when we introduce any policy which is socially targeting people, then we need to also give room to do piloting of that policy to see how best we can live to that policy.